Sasha, thanks. As we've mentioned throughout the morning, a strong weather system pushed across the U.S. over the weekend. It brought devastation across the south. It likely caused some of those delays Sasha mentioned. Let's bring in meteorologist Zach Covey now. And Zach, we learned that a couple of tornadoes respond from this storm system. We just had a tornado last week in Seminole County. Can you tell us about what survey crews will be looking for as they tour in the hardest hit spots?
Well, first and foremost, the surveys are going to take a while. In fact, we may not have a complete picture of just how many tornadoes and how strong these tornadoes were for several weeks. The reason why, when you look at the outbreak statistics since Friday, 79 tornado reports. Of the dozens of tornado warnings, nearly 300 of them specifically, 3 of them were tornado emergencies. That's the top tier stat of tornado warnings. You only get those about 3% of the year, impacting across 22 states. Now, the most impactful of these 51 confirmed tornadoes would be 2 EF4 tornadoes, one of which was in Arkansas, could potentially be upgraded to an EF5. But here's why those surveys take time. It takes time to drive to those damaged paths, sometimes up to 2 hours one way. Once they get there, they've got to repeatedly drive across the damaged path, plotting GPS points, taking photos, and talking to survivors. Then the NWS will go back to the office. Again, upwards of 2 hours one way. They'll assess all of that information, Jerry, and then, and only then, if they know it was a tornado, they'll put together that tornado report, and that's where we get things like the path width, the path length, and all of the statistics that you hear us talk about here on Spectrum News.
Yeah, we had that crew out in Longwood last week doing just that. With the severe weather behind us, can we expect that trend to continue throughout the week with many on spring break, Zach?
Well, I think weather across the deep south looks better. We've got our area of low pressure pulling away from the deep south. High pressure is moving in. Remember, high pressure is a big bubble and no trouble, so that means dry air, that means sunny skies. We do have a low-end severe weather threat that's going to be up in the northern Great Plains near the Great Lakes on Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, though, it looks like a very low-end threat, but the deep south dealing with some nice weather this week. Jerry.
Happy to have the high. Zach Covey, thanks so much. Spectrum News returns after this with Zach and also Jacqueline Harrell tracking slowdowns. We're back after this.